Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's now time for the Pony Cake Sports Podcast with your hosts, Josh Stevens, Tim Thompson, and Tom Schultz. Woo!
Oh, hey there, everybody. How is it going? I am joined here with Tim. Tim, how we doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm a little upset Tom's not here this week.
True.
One, because obviously I'll miss Tom, but two is because I finally have figured out who you are.
Who I am.
Who you are. I've always wondered, happy belated birthday. Last week was your 32nd birthday, so you're old now. And I've always wondered, listen, you're a little bit awkward, right? You're a little bit different at times. You like some weird shit.
I do.
And you tend to, I like to call you, you tend to be Josh, the hipster Josh.
Hipster.
At times. I'm not sure if you saw it. I'm not sure if people in the league saw it. But we have Joshua Stevens starring in Very Cavallari. Kristen Cavallari's new reality television show on E! Network, starring the one and only Josh Stevens, a.k.a. Jay Cutler. Josh, if you haven't seen, you don't have to watch the show.
No,
There's
I won't.
numerous articles out there that highlight how fucking insane Jay Cutler is. It is fantastic. He's just a mopey, just kind of stares there blankly. I guess at one point she has like her friends over and he's just sitting there staring at him, doesn't even say anything, and she's like, "You're not even gonna say hello, say hi," and all he says is, goes, "I give more buys than highs," because he hates her friends and doesn't want any of them over at their house. He only wants to eat or to watch deer cameras of deer not even on their property, just random deer
just watching it
from feeders. And at one point, it's out there. It's something crazy. Jay Cutler's going to do something crazy. You never know if he's your friend or if he's going to murder you. His wife, who he has 2 children with.
Yeah.
They've been married for a long time, I think over 5 years. Her quote from the show, "I don't even look at Jay in the eyes anymore because I'm honestly afraid he'll steal my soul." This is premium I might actually watch this show. And I just wanted to make sure everyone in our league, I'm going to talk about this again in the fantasy podcast.
Okay.
But our league needed to hear about, I know a Spencer Camp knows all about this. I'm sure of it. But everyone needs to know just how absolutely crazy he is. All the screenshots are just Jay with the dumbass Jay Cutler look on his face. It looks phenomenal. I feel like we're missing out on some quality television.
Well, that's something right there. I guess being compared to Jay Cutler. That's something, Tim. That's something.
Dude, bro, don't hate it. Just accept it.
Let's talk about how the league is back alive.
So, I guess we'll start. I'm going to restart again. Tom's not here.
No.
I was hoping Tom would be here so I could have an open forum to ask you guys some questions, figure out what exactly happened. Even me, the third wheel of this love triangle of this podcast, the week we came back after everything happened,
Yep.
I said, "Hey guys, we good?" And you both looked at me with your dumbass faces and just smiled and said, "Yeah, we're fine. What are you talking about?" Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a
nothing.
word.
So I'll tell you about how it all came about. Needless to say, a trade happened between Tom and Jerry, not the cartoon, but it was a 5th and 6th round pick for a 10th and a 12th for this year. And then, to add on top of that, it was, I think like a 5th, or maybe a 4th and a 5th next year for like a 9th and a 10th next year. And as I was told before, make a decision, stick by it. Yes, that had to do with the players that we're keeping, the draft pick stuff, blah, 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 all that stuff. Who we were going to have replace certain people in the league. But I felt like this trade right here, and it could have been anybody. Tom thinks, I think Tom thought, because it was him involved in this trade, that is why I said no to it. And I said it could have been anybody involved in this trade. It could have been you. It could have been Josh Schultz. It could have been Muhammad. It could have been anybody. I would not have let this trade go through. In my opinion, that is the definition of tanking before a season even begins. And no player was involved. If you want to tell me that you're going to throw T.Y. Hilton into that trade or Amari Cooper into that trade, whatever, I can get behind that. That's fine. That is a player that is going to be kept. But when you said, or when somebody brought up, maybe I'll just include Marlon Mack. Even if Jerry would keep Marlon Mack, he is not in the same realm of discussion as a keeper option as a T.Y. Hilton, or as we like to call him, a Ty Hilton and
Eugene.
a Amari Cooper.
As his mother calls
Eugene,
him.
yeah. So that is where my mentality is. And if you looked at the chat, in the group chat, Jerry was already talking about running backs being able to be drafted next year. Wasn't even talking about players this year. He's talking about running backs in the 2019 draft already.
So I'm gonna stop you right there, because listen, it's all resolved now. Regardless of what my opinions of the matter were, I do like the fact that whatever your stand was. Now, before I continue there, you are still the commissioner?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike is too.
Whoa, you have two commissioners?
Well, he wanted me to re-invite Tom. I refused. So I gave him commissioner powers to invite Tom back.
I might have to quit the league. I did not know Mike was a commissioner now. But, I'm glad a stand was taken. At least that way some precedent can be set and start for a future of, listen, I think the main problem is you guys are all in your long-term basketball leagues and everything else, where literally the only thing I hear about these other leagues is how you guys are tanking. I don't think I've ever heard of a year where you guys aren't tanking
much.
And trying to get the most picks, whatever. And it seems like that's what's happened in this league. So I'm actually okay with, trying to...
Actually, my team's not too bad anymore.
Yeah.
I have Harden and Durant now. The best player on my team a year ago was Dragic.
Interesting. My point is, I'm happy that some sort of stop was put to it all. The whole everything, you can do whatever the hell you want, no matter what league. That's the reason why we've lost so many people. So I'm glad everyone's back. I thought for sure the league was dead. I was at a point I was done fighting for it. I'm glad it's back. Interested to see if it will continue to be back. Something crazy is sure bound to happen. But now with Mike Agent as at the helm, as well as Joshua Stevens, who the hell knows?
I want to ask you a question, Tim.
Yeah.
Do you think Brett Muhammad is going to make a trade before the season or the draft season kicks off?
I don't, and I'll be honest with you. I've been a little bit frustrated. Someone like Brett. Brett has 3 4th-round picks.
Yep.
He has really no keepers. Maybe unless you want to call. Corey Davis is probably a keeper.
He's got Henry,
Derrick
I believe.
Henry, and then I guess Paul Richardson maybe, or Devontae Parker. Those are your other options there. But regardless, he could
theoretically get 3 keepers with his first 3 picks, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's where he's tending to lean towards. Again, I think Wags put it perfect. Being another new person in this league, the value for certain
Wags.
players are all across the board. He's seen trades where a running back goes for 5 draft picks. He's seen a trade where a top 10 running back goes for a 8th round pick. And the value is all across the board.
Yeah. Fuck Wags. Say that.
Okay.
Because Wags is going to get Saquon Barkley. That's why I'm saying
He
fuck
is, yeah.
Wags. But no, I'm going to reserve all judgment for Brett until the season starts. I'm not gonna get all upset, and I'm not gonna listen. We love this way more than we should.
Yeah.
And we're only like 9 weeks out, 10 weeks out now. We're actually getting closer to it being a real thing to worry about. What are you looking around at?
My light bulb's out.
You freaking weirdo. So I'm gonna reserve judgment. You have someone, perfect example, Kevin Long.
Yeah.
Kevin Long, offseason, does not pay attention, does not want to talk at all about fantasy football.
I wouldn't say doesn't pay attention. Now, if you want to say does not want to talk fantasy football, then I would agree with you.
That's what I'll say. My point is, once the season starts, I mean, his team is always pretty shitty. Maybe if you put a little bit of effort into the offseason, he could get a roster, a real team. But, maybe Brett's one of those guys. He just wants to wait till the season starts. That's all fine.
Speaking of Kevin Long, let's talk about his team. He does have 2 stud running backs in Mark Ingram and LaShawn McCoy. Mark Ingram on suspension for at least the first 4 games. LaShawn McCoy possibly beating women and dogs and taking steroids and doing drugs.
So that was my favorite. The part about today is, I think Tom said, you imagine that Bills offense if McCoy gets suspended. And my response was, can you imagine Kevin's team if he gets suspended? I don't know what the hell Kevin Long is going to do.
Yeah, his keepers right now, you're looking at Marshawn Lynch, Duke Johnson, and Cam Newton.
No, he's gonna. I mean, I think he'll still end up keeping Ingram.
Maybe, who knows?
Even with the 4 games.
So the thing is, though, this is kind of what I brought up to him because we were talking back and forth today. I mentioned to him maybe reach out to a Wags and ask for an Alex Collins. He's got 3 running backs on his roster. He's got a couple wide receivers. If Wags goes the 2 running back, 1 wide receiver route, there's a running back right there. You could probably get him for cheap. I think he got Alex Collins for cheap, like a 14th or 13th round pick, I think is what it was. And if he doesn't want to go that route, then he's going to need to get a wide receiver or tight end. Kyle Rudolph is good in his own right, but try to get a wide receiver that's in the top 20.
It's gonna be rough, tough sledding for Kevin here. It's gonna be tough sledding. That's all I have. That's all I know. He's gonna have a rough go of it if Shady McCoy gets suspended. It's gonna be hard because a lot of the trades have already been made. The rape and pillagings have already happened.
I have made a trade to Kevin.
Right now?
About 3 hours ago.
Oh,
so
when did it go? I didn't see it on my
No. We didn't make a trade. I offered him a trade.
Oh, well, then you just said I just made a trade.
No. I'm sorry. I offered a trade.
I thought you were breaking some news.
No. I offered a trade to Kevin.
Okay.
And in that trade is Jarvis Landry and Zach Ertz.
Jarvis Landry and Zach Ertz.
And then I told him at that point in time, you can figure out what you want to do. If Ingram doesn't, or if LaShawn McCoy doesn't get suspended, keep one, keep both, keep none.
You asking for 4 too?
No. I'm a nice person. I'm not a Josh Schultz. I'm not a Tom. I'm a very even keel person.
You're a Jay Cutler.
You wanna make a deal? I'll make a deal with you. Especially
Not
Kevin.
me.
Especially with Kevin. I'm alright with that.
Not me. You won't make a deal with me.
No.
Alright. So let's go to the last person. Oh no, those are 2 different divisions. Alright, let's jump around and then go to the only division we haven't talked about. Let's go to... Who do you got here? Josh Schultz. Tom. You know what? Let's talk about Tommy for a minute. Let's talk about Tommy because
I don't even want to talk about his team. I just want to talk about his life.
That's the only reason I picked Tommy is so.
This is fantasy football, but not fantasy football.
Tom and Josh in our little
I'm pulling up Twitter right now.
Text me, and I think Josh's exact words were like, "Whoa, bro, the fuck was up with Tommy on Saturday night?" Yeah. Tom said something like, "Yeah, I don't know," and I had no idea what was going on. And Josh is pulling up the tweets right now, but they were extremely aggressive.
Oh yeah.
I only know Tommy as a happy-go-lucky, winning championship SOB. Josh, do you have the tweets?
I do, yes. It is...
There were 2 of them?
It is now...
Deleted?
It's deleted.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We, I believe we have them here. And, hold on. Okay. I have here, you cross me, I'll fuck with you for the rest of your career. I like that because that makes it sound very, Gordon Gekko-esque.
Yeah.
Like, not like I'll fuck with you for the rest of your life. He's putting himself on a very high level. Their career. Yeah. Only their career. When you retire at 65, this beef's fucking over.
Yeah.
But I like that. And then moments after that, fucking bitch. All I will say is I want to see this Tommy in the league. I want drunk Tommy, 3:30 in the morning, angry at the world, just, Tim, I swear to fucking God, you keep talking shit, I'll kill your wife. I want those type of angry, drunk threats from Tommy all the time. I'm a little bit disappointed in him for reneging his tweets.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I won't lie to you. I wish he would have kept him out there. I hope Tommy is well. I hope he didn't kill anybody. That's my first fear. I thought he might have killed someone. But yeah, Tommy, bring that into the league a little bit.
I'm just glad that we were able to screenshot that and keep that forever.
Wait, I think you texted it to us.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
you?
did. Yeah,
you texted it to us.
I was a little worried for him. Again, I was worried about what we would have had to do with that team, either to distribute the players or
That's what
get a
you were
new,
more
get a
worried
new,
about.
a
A new
new
11-team league.
Yeah.
I think those are all the hot topics on the league right now. Do you have anything else you want to bring to the league? I don't want to go too in depth right now. It's still early. Training camps are just a couple weeks away.
Actually, I will bring up if I still have these text messages from Jerry. Give me a second. This was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Basically, we were talking about the trade between him and Tom. And going back to how that all came about, I said, just an FYI, I will most likely not allow that trade for you and Tom did recently. It doesn't make sense. Even if you're tanking this year, that's just a stupid trade. Why? You even said you can do... you even said you can trade a bag.
Trade a bag?
I don't know what he's trying to say.
What bag is he referencing?
I don't know.
Okay.
So I said, regardless, it's going to be reversed. Jerry, BS. I said, it doesn't make any sense. Fantasy should be year to year. I get what you're trying to do, but it's not the right way of doing it. You're basically giving up this year, which is dumb. Why even play? Josh and or Spencer gave up 2, 3, 4 games in the season. Didn't give up the very start of the season. If you have an actual valid reason, I'll leave it. But right now, I'm reversing it. Jerry, I'm not. ... These are the conversations that I have with him. I'm not ... I don't understand exactly where he's going for in this part of it. He says, I'm driving home. I'll get back to you when I get home from work. Then he sends me a map of where he is.
That might be my favorite part.
And then he sends me a bunch of messages. The trade is legal. There's nothing wrong with it. I may give up early picks this year, but I get really early picks next year because I don't have a 1 and a 4. I get an extra 5th. I don't know. Or 1/4, and I get an extra 5th. And then there's people like Josh, like Lasher, who lost a couple games and started trading all this away players for picks. And I plan on trading picks for players is just like I did last year. Sorry if the text is a little messed up. I'm using voice text. I doubt it. I'm assuming that's just the way he texted out. So my response to that was, trade will be reversed. He said, I always trade future picks for players. Also, instead of 1 in the first 2 rounds next year, I'll have 3 if I don't trade the picks. I'm not giving up. I don't even have my own 4th. Well, it looks like it doesn't matter anymore. That's after Tom quit the league. So then after Tom came back, he goes, are you going to reverse that trade? I offered the trade back. I said, league is over. Dumb. Don't make dumb trades and people won't quit. Nobody quit because of me. Yes, they did. So we went back and forth. Where is it at? At the very end, he said that I should give him the league manager commission rights. And I said, that will never happen. That will never happen. He said, then give it to him or someone else or Tim or agent. And I said, we'll see how it goes.
You should have given it to me.
And then he offered me a trade. It was Adam Thielen and a 6th round pick. Or no. Yeah, Adam Thielen and a 6th round pick for Christian McCaffrey and a 5th. Mind you, I just traded for Christian McCaffrey and gave up a 4th and a 6th to the same person. I just laughed, declined it, texted him back, and I was like, Jerry, please just stop. That was it.
That was it?
That was it.
It's pretty interesting interesting thing you got going on there, Joshy.
Yeah.
It's a pretty.
I'll tell you this though, the very most concerned person out of all this was Mr. Michael
I was gonna
Agent.
say, Mike. I knew Mike was. Mike from the beginning was. You know, I truthfully, the first time the league was about to go down after those first guys quit, I was about pretty certain Mike Agent was gonna suck my dick for saving the league.
Yeah.
He was all about my dick. That's the happiest I've seen him since I traded him Melvin Kamara.
Yeah, basically he went on this whole text message. I'm not going to read it all out. But it was basically, we're going to keep it between us, blah, blah, blah. This happened, that happened, I understand. And I'll just be keeping the conversation between us. And he said, if you want to keep the league alive, then let me know and I can reach out to Tom, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, bro, I don't care. I'm still thinking who I'm going to take at 4-6. And then
See,
Mike responded with,
That's where you're a cunt, though.
no.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
No, I mean,
It's
listen.
not.
I love you, Tom. Because everyone knows. I take that back.
No.
Smart people know
Smart people.
that the league was still gonna happen. That's why I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm getting upset.
I didn't torch the league. Tom quit the league. I didn't.
Did you or did you?
I didn't delete the
Or
league.
did you not leave the group chat?
I did. Yes, because he was being annoying. I wasn't gonna deal with it.
This is where I will say I do.
Group chat does not equate to quitting the league.
I do.
How many times have people quit the chat? You have. I have.
Well, no.
Tom has.
Yeah,
you have.
I never.
You've deleted.
All right.
The whole league.
I deleted the whole chat. I never quit the chat. Big difference. I didn't end my day. I ended everybody's day. Because that's what I do. But, nevertheless, the league is going on. We're only... players report to camp end of this month, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
think
the
so.
End of July, don't they
I
start?
believe so.
Start reporting, so I mean, we're close now, boys. Yeah, because the Hall of Fame game's the end of July.
Yeah.
I think it's the last week.
Start getting your trades in.
Last week of July. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out here. So that's all I have. I don't want to break down anyone's team. There's so much movement that's gonna happen. It's finally about to be hot season.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No. Just get excited, everyone. Start paying attention. If someone offers you a trade, at least have the decency to deny it. Even if it's a ridiculous trade, just deny it.
Yeah, deny it and throw a comment in there. I kind of wish we had
but most of the time, when people, like when you tell me you send comments back, I never see those comments.
Yeah, let me rephrase that because you gotta look at this. The ESPN app, when you hit decline on the app, it does not let you do a comment. If you do it in the email version and then go to desktop on your mobile device, it lets you put a comment in the decline, which I think is outrageous. You should be able to do it in the app as well.
I am mandating as well this year, in 2018, a league-wide team name change. Got to change your name for week 1 of the season. We got a lot of new teams in there. We got a lot of new, I want it to be changed around. I know Justin is the king of fantasy football names, mostly because he steals them from dumb shit that I say on the shows. I do think that Team Throat Pounders may be my favorite team name of all time.
Who's that? That Justin's
Justin,
there?
yeah. I said that about that he does that to teams in the league, I think. Or I said that somewhere. He stole it from me.
Who will have the best team league name this year at the start of the season? Not now, but at the start of the season.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to guess... Mike Agent.
Mike Agent.
I think Mike's...
Who's got the best team name right now?
I think Justin. Team
Justin
Throw
is.
Pounders. And I'm mostly mandating this, so Alejandro has to change his name. The Champ is Here is the worst team name, I think, of all time.
Plus, that's Joey's.
Well, and your brother had it. I think he had it for 2 seasons in a row.
So what team names do we have here? We have the Champ is Here, Team Throat Pounders, Momo,
Yeah.
Tater King,
Yeah.
which I think Kevin's had that for a couple years now.
Yeah, he's had it for 2 or 3 years.
The Shield, which, again, doesn't make any sense. What is the Shiz? Golf Clap, Dura Made Jerry Tap, Fantasy North Division Chap,
That's a funny one.
Chess Master, Touch My Nelson, and now my new team name I just created.
Well, I still have the Mad Pooper here. Hold on, let me refresh. Dolphins. I kind of like that. So let's we'll have to.
It's a throwback to you.
It can wait. Oh yeah.
You remember?
I
remember that one day?
Dolphins. I remember. I was all hopped up on cough syrup, man.
Yeah, that was the best.
Do I remember saying it? No.
No.
But I remember you playing it back to me.
Yeah.
It can wait till do we know where the draft's going to take place yet? Are we going to go to a restaurant? What are you doing?
I don't know. Either we could do it either my house, Mike's house, or we can do it at a restaurant.
Mike's got like 18 kids now.
He's got 3, yeah. It's almost 18. Whatever. If we have to do it here, if I'm off work, we can definitely do it here.
Potential news coming. We'll have to... Listen, I might have another one on the way.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding. I don't know. No, we can talk about it. I don't want to always put the pressure on you guys to have it at your house. I know even if I had a house big enough to host all you assholes, I would not want to do that. So
You should just do it at Forest Preserve. No internet connection.
I'm all about that life. Yeah. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go to let's go.
So we do a Forest Preserve, no internet connection. Gotta do it right off the board. Bring your own papers. That'll be challenging. Play a game of softball.
Problem with that is half the people in this league can't read.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. You, Tom, and I will talk next week. And when you're still here next week, right? Yeah, you're here. For
I'll still be here for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So we'll figure it out from there. So we'll know soon enough. September 4th, I think, or something like that is our draft day. So.
All right. Well, here's hoping for Kevin. Kevin, I really hope LeSean McCoy is not suspended for you.
I hope he is. I hope he beat that woman.
But if he is, let's make a trade, brother. We'll do it. All right, that's all we have for you guys. Tom's not here this week. He'll be here next week, hopefully. Shitty trade partner of his. But yeah, we'll be back.
Bye-bye, motherfuckers.